Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Horler and I'm here with Chris Sier of FiNexus, and we're at UKTI and Finextra's Nordic-Baltic Inward Mission. Thank you very much for joining me, Chris.
You're welcome.
So you've been involved in 2 reports on fintech and distributed ledger technologies for the Government Office for Science. Are there any recommendations from those that you might have for the Nordic-Baltic audience here today?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I see a lot of capability in the Nordics and Baltics that we don't necessarily possess in this country. And one of the things that's been extremely interesting for me is the journey I've had around the Baltics, looking at things like digital identity, looking at things like emergent fintech capabilities, and looking at things like distributed ledger technologies that are coming out of these areas. Now, one of the recommendations that came out of both of those reports was to look elsewhere for the capability and bring it into this country, and also to regionalise that capability. So for me, the idea of taking that not everything exists within London, that you have to look elsewhere, that you have to find the resources elsewhere, is a very, very important one indeed. It means we have to open ourselves up, be more progressive, and try to engage with a wider community in a way that perhaps, and one could argue that I'm not right, but I think I am, that we are not doing so at the moment.
Tom Bridges from Leeds City Council was here in London today for the conference. Why do you think that is?
Big secret or not a big secret, Leeds are looking to develop something, a capability, specifically looking at distributed ledger technologies, machine learning, big data, provided as a capability to develop propositions along the lines of fintech as a constituency. So technology solutions for the financial services sector, but also technology services for local government. So one of the key reports that you spoke about earlier is the distributed ledger report written by Sir Mark Walport at Co-Science. So I had some input into that. And one of his recommendations is that there is an obvious use for distributed ledger technologies in rationalising services within local government. So shared services along devolved agendas. Now, Leeds is a great landing place for inbound companies. It is cheaper, easier. There are some great resources there that people can use, and it's not complex in the way that London is. Clients are simple, problems can be simplified and digested, and the whole environment is very, very easy to work in. But also, there are some local financial services companies that will be looking for help on the fintech space. And also, whatever gets built there can be exported elsewhere. The same applies for distributed ledger, except in this case, the client could be the local authority, which is going through a devolution agenda at the moment.
Chris, thank you very much for speaking with me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for watching.